Hi, this is Maria Mandarino. Thank you for being here. I am an acupuncturist, spiritual director, Enneagram practitioner. I do, in spiritual direction, I do integrate astrology, looking at the chart, finding another way to journey into the personality. I use the Enneagram for that. I also will sometimes use the astrology for that. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about both of those things. Um, and for those of you that know me, know that I do all the things that I do because I live and die by patterns, as I say. If there's a pattern, I know that there's a divine thread. Um, there's some type of divine message, I would say, in the expression of patterns. So patterns of behavior, design that we just see in nature, whatever it is, it's all patterns are a language. Languages, actual languages are patterns as well. So, so when I notice a pattern, um, I tend to lean into it to figure out what maybe can be learned from it, where we can grow. So we're going to explore that a little bit today. First, I want to ask you to, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, remember to like the episode. These things really help the algorithm. We're in one of those little dips right now. So I would appreciate your participation, commenting, sharing the episode. All those things really do help. So thank you if you've done them, and if you haven't, please do. If you are interested in working with me or more information about me, you're free to go to my website, mariamandarino.com. The link will be in the show notes. Again, I do spiritual direction. I do Enneagram typing. If you have not landed on your type and you want to explore that, I do that work online. It's all done virtually. Um, Spiritual direction is done in the virtual space. And spiritual direction is an ongoing relationship. So not everybody really understands what spiritual direction is. It's not counseling. Um, it is an ongoing spiritual direction. We meet about once a month. Some people about 1.5 months. Some people go two, more than two. It's really not spiritual direction anymore. So, and that's not how I work. I work with somebody on that ongoing journey. So whether you know your Enneagram type or not, if you want to know it, we can do that. If you don't, we can still do spiritual direction. We can integrate the astrological chart or not. It's a spiritual conversation. So whatever tools we use, those are the ones that we use. And as an acupuncturist, I can also bring in Taoist and some Buddhist thought as well, depending on where you are on your journey. So my training in spiritual direction is actually Christian. It's actually um, it was centered at a Benedictine monastery in Colorado Springs. So I speak all languages, and we don't have to use any of those languages if you don't want to. As long as we're in the context of your spirituality, it all matters. So if you want more information about those things and that work that I do, check out the website. So today I want to talk about what we can learn from Enneagram Type 6. And I'm going to talk about that in relationship to a particular transit that's happening right now in the sky, because I do think they connect. And again, when I start to see or hear patterns, and in this case, it's been in conversations with people, some of them patients in my office, my acupuncture clinic, some of them apart from that clinic, some of them are friends. Um, there's been a pervasive vibration of doubt in a lot of conversations. Some of it's been challenging doubt. Um, Questions around things like herbal formulas that I might prescribe in the office. Um, and we get into the risk benefit conversations around that type of thing. And then other conversations with some people is like, what do you think of so and so's skills as whatever it is that they do? And under that question seems to be a doubt, an insecurity, a fear. These are things that we associate with the low six, right? So the high six, we think of, loyalty, steadfastness, planning, right? The lower expression, suspicion, skepticism, fear, anxiety, right? So in all things in life, Enneagram and otherwise, we always have the opportunity to take the high road or the low road. The low road is the shadow in the Enneagram. So, so I've been seeing and hearing a lot of this just, I mean, honestly, in the past week, it's really been amplified. And this speaks to my type and my own work, which I get to do as well as you. Um, I have this reaction to the questioning. What is under your question? What is your question about? What is your doubt about? Where is the lack of faith? What's the problem with this expression of doubt, of skepticism? And I thought, well, not everyone out there is an Enneagram 6, so something else is going on. And that's when I start to look at the astrology, when stuff like that happens, when it just seems bigger than an Enneagram type, because these people, by the way, are not Enneagram 6s. So it's really interesting. So the way the Enneagram works, before I jump into the astrology piece of this, the way the Enneagram works is we have these 9 types, and God holds all of those 9 types. Divinity holds all of those 9 types. We don't, because we're human, right? So we lead with one of those reflections, one of those faces of God, one of those faces of divinity. And I realize that using God language for some people is uncomfortable, and I respect that. It's just it's one of the words I use in it. So I use God / divinity a lot of the times. So if you're not comfortable with that word, think of it as your divine nature, your divine perfection, your own inner light. Um, so um, so we fall from that. When we fall from that, we're in shadow, right? But again, not everybody's a 6. So what is this doubt about? So I looked at what's going on in the astrology right now, and Neptune has been for a while and will be for a while longer, quite a while longer, about a year, in and out. Neptune has been at what we call the 29th or the anaretic degree of Pisces. It's a particular house that it's in. Now what house that is, it's ruled by Pisces, but where it is in your chart, it's like the Enneagram. It's going to be different for everybody, because there's 12 houses, there's 9 Enneagram types. Getting back to God has all 9, we lead with 1, right? So same type of thing. It's going to depend, the specifics of this, the specifics of the topics that it's hitting in your life, this idea of doubt and skepticism, is going to depend on where Pisces is in your chart and what topics it's affecting in your life. But globally in the world, everybody is experiencing the 29th degree of Pisces, which is where Neptune is sitting right now. So what does that mean? Okay, so Pisces is associated with the mystical, and it's ruled by Neptune. So Neptune, god of the ocean, right? The sea, the fog, the mist, right? So it's formless, it's water. Water is formless, right? There's no boundaries to it. It goes everywhere, right? So Pisces is associated with the mystical and the formless, spirituality. And then we have Neptune in there at this 29th degree. So I want to talk about what that 29th or anaretic degree means. It's each house is 30 degrees. So that 29th degree is a serious pause. It's a point of, I call it urgency. There's something to be noticed here. We're not moving forward, right? We're at this 29th degree. We're not moving past the 30th degree until something is experienced here at this 29th degree. We're holding you here until you get it. That's kind of how I take the 29th, the anaretic degree. It's a critical point. There's an urgency for me. There's just an urgency of something that's supposed to be noticed at this anaretic degree, right? So Neptune, let's talk about Neptune. In its higher expression, especially because this is Pisces and it is about spirituality and mysticism. Spirituality, number one keyword. Dreams, next keyword. This is the higher manifestation of Neptune and Pisces. Spirituality, dreams, mysticism, trust in what you cannot see because you're in the fog of confusion. I'm going to say that again. Trust in what you cannot see because you're in the fog of confusion. That to me embodies the 29th degree of Neptune in Pisces. It's confusing. Where's your trust? So from the 6 journey, what's the journey of 6, right? The journey of faith. Okay. Where's your trust? Where's your faith? Where's your compass? Get in touch with it. It's not out there. Stop looking. It's not out there. It's in you. Okay. So this pattern that's being experienced out there, what I'm seeing is these people that are all looking elsewhere. They're reaching out. They're accusing. They're researching. They're digging. They're coming back with more questions. I don't think the questions are out there. Most of them. Not on these 29th degree topics. I think this transit is calling us to come into our 6, to come into our spirituality, to come into our Neptune and Pisces. It's all the same stuff. Connect with our soul, hear our higher wisdom, trust our higher wisdom, drop the fear, drop the skepticism. You know, that lower side of 6, and this is going to be the lower expression of what we can do in that 29th degree, is doubt, confusion, and fear. Right? So we've got this opportunity. We're all in this 29th degree of Pisces right now with Neptune sitting there, challenging us to either develop our spirituality, lean into our spirituality, grow in our spirituality, or drown in our confusion and fear. Life is a choice, right? Life is a choice. And do you want to drop into your spirituality, connect with your divine wisdom, the divine voice, the trust and faith of the 6, the higher spirituality and the mysticism of Neptune and Pisces? It's like I said, it's all the same thing. There's the choice. So again, these things are hitting certain topics in our own chart. So if this is something that resonates for you personally, if it's just something that you're seeing in the world, my advice would be just drop into your spirituality. Stop going out there. Come in here. Okay. Mind, heart, gut. Okay. These are the Enneagram pieces, right? The mind, heart, gut, that triad. It's an inside job. That's what we say with the Enneagram, right? It's an inside job. So whether you're a 6 or not, it doesn't really matter because we can all learn from one of those 9 expressions of divinity. It's just some of the people out there lead with that 6 expression of divinity. We can all learn from a 6. We don't have to be a 6 to learn, right? If you do want to know where this 29th degree is happening in your chart and you don't know and you're not familiar with your chart, reach out. That's something I can do with you. We can schedule an appointment. Can do that online. Again, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. Grateful for you being here. Thank you. Work on that inner job, okay? Thanks. Bye.